Welcome to all the students once again. As we have started the elements of soft skills, in which we have completed manners and etiquettes, grooming, effective listening and speaking, interview skills, and oral presentation till now. Today, we will start with the another element, that is group discussion. So let us begin the group discussion with the meaning of group discussion. See, group discussion is a discussion by and among a group of people, and that group may comprise of 8 to 12 members expressing their views freely, frankly, and in a friendly manner on a particular topic. That particular topic can be a current one or the controversial one. It is a spontaneous chit chat, not a pre planned one. Why it is a spontaneous chit chat? Because the particular topic is given on the spot and the group members have to start the discussion on that time only. And that discussion may extend for 15 to 20 minutes or it can be 20 to 30 minutes. In group discussion, the abilities of candidates are judged by the examiners or by a panel of examiners. They basically judge the knowledge of each candidate, time management skills, leadership quality, behavior, and the points which are kept in the discussion while participating in the GD. So these are all the things which are judged or which are examined by the examiners or a panel of examiners. So this is what group discussion means. Now let us move on to the do's and don'ts of a group discussion. See, there are many do's and don'ts of the group discussion, but we will discuss the ones which are very important. So let us begin first with the do's. The first one is keep to the point and make your original points. Yes, whatever the particular topic is given for the discussion, you should revolve your views around that point only and make your own points. Okay, so this is what keep to the point and make your original points means. Appreciate others' point, or you can either support or oppose it. If another person or if the another participant has given some good points while participating in the discussion, then you can appreciate that person or you can just support his points or you can even oppose it as you think it fits at that point of the time. Next comes be attentive to the person who is speaking. Any person who is speaking in the discussion, try to show the attentiveness in the discussion process. Okay. Next comes listen to other participants' ideas and views patiently, attentively, and carefully. Yes, whenever the other participants who are keeping their ideas or views, you should show that expression. You should show that involvement and expression that yes, you are also listening it very carefully, because this also plays very important role that what you do when you are not speaking in the discussion. Next comes modulate the volume, pitch and tone of your voice. Yes, if something important you are saying or if you want to emphasize something while you are speaking, then always try to modulate the volume and the pitch of your voice. It expresses your views or it keeps your point more emphasizedly while participating in the GD process. Next comes, if possible, try to initiate the discussion. If the particular topic or the subject is given and you have a knowledge about the subject, then try to initiate the discussion, because it always given edge in the GD process or extra marks in the GD process. So if possible, if you have the knowledge about the subject or the topic, then only try to initiate the discussion, otherwise not. Next comes try to get your turn. See, try to get your turn while participating in the discussion. You can't wait that yes, my turn will come and I will say. You have to get your turn by yourself only and try to keep the point at that time only. You can't wait for your turn. Yes, it will come. Yes, it will come. Yes, it will come. It will never come. So always try to get your turn as fast as you can. Next comes, what you say needs to be audible and clear to all the participants. Yes, whenever you're keeping your point while participating in the discussion or in GD, so try to be audible and clear to all the participants as well as to the examiners. If you're not saying clearly or it is not audible to the participants, then it causes pauses in the discussion, which is not good, and it also poses negative points of yours also. So try to be audible while saying something in the GD. Next comes sit straight and upfront. Yes, always sit straight. Don't try to move your head or your legs or your hands too much while participating in the GD. Next comes make accurate and logical statements. Yes, whatever point you keep, it should be the accurate one, the right one, not the wrong one. Next comes, if not got chance to speak, then request for hearing. Yes, if you're not getting the chance while participating in the GD, then always try to request for a hearing, or you can say, excuse me, can I say something about this? Then this is the way you can get your turn while participating in the GD. Next comes, try to be an active, interested and fascinated participant. Always try to be an active and interested participant while participating in GD. It is very important. If you're not saying something, then also you should show your involvement in that process, because it also have a point when you are participating in the GD. So always we try to be an active and interested participant while the discussion is going among the members. So these were the some do's which are very important. Now we will see the don'ts, in which first comes not having the knowledge of the subject, still initiating the discussion. In do's, I have said that if you have the knowledge about the subject or the topic given in the discussion, then only initiate the discussion. But if you don't have the knowledge about the subject which is given for the discussion, then never try to start the discussion process by yourself, because it will pose a negative marks, or it will give you a negative marks while participating in the GD. Okay. Next comes arguing and shouting in the discussion. See, GD is a discussion which takes place in a very freely, frankly and in a friendly manner. So there is no scope for arguing and shouting in the discussion. Okay. Next comes overspeak, interfere and snatch others' chance of speaking. If someone is keeping his or her points, or if someone is saying something in a discussion, never try to interfere or snatch his or her chance while the another participant is keeping his views or ideas in the discussion, or speak too much. The next comes talking irrelevant things. See, whatever the subject is given for the discussion, revolve your points, ideas or views around that topic only. Don't topic irrelevant things, because it will not give you any extra points or any extra marks for that for those things. Next comes, try to dominate the discussion. Never try to dominate the discussion, as it will show your dominating nature. Always give other people or other participants also chance to speak in the discussion process. Next comes, look at the evaluators or a selected group members. See, always remember it, while you are participating in the GD, never try to see the evaluators while you are discussing, while you are participating in the GD process, or to a particular group member. Whenever you are speaking in the discussion process, always try to see or always have an eye contact with every participant who is taking part in the discussion process. So never try to see the evaluator or a particular group member. Always have an eye contact with all the members participating in the group discussion, and never try to see to the evaluators. Next comes, pose negative body gesture. Never try to pose negative body gestures like knocking the table, or leaning on the table, or touching the nose, etc. These are the some negative body gestures. Display low self-confidence. See, low self-confidence can be displayed by a shaky voice, or trembling of your legs, or trembling of your fingers. So avoid these. Next comes, mention erratic statistics. If you don't have command over the numbers, or you can't remember the numbers, then try to never try to present these such particular erratic statistics. Always talk in general, don't talk in numbers. So this can help in avoiding the erratic statistics. So these were the don'ts. Now we will move on to the guidelines for group discussion, in which first comes, never fail to do homework. See, study the subject or require information and collect points of view for each subject which you think will be the relevant one, or the current one, or the controversial nature which can come in the discussion process. So try to do the homework about the such topics. Next comes, have a sporting spirit. If your idea or thought is not supported in the discussion, then thank others for supporting then always try to thank others for supporting others' ideas. So this is what a sporting spirit here means. Next comes, do not disturb the other participants. If particular participant is keeping his views or ideas or thoughts on the particular subject, then never try to interrupt that participant or disturb his speaking process in the discussion. Show interest in what you say and others too. Whenever a particular person is saying something, then show your interest that yes, you are also listening it carefully and attentively, and whatever you also say, you should say with full interest and keep your views strongly in the discussion process. Next comes be a good listener. You will examine a brilliant deal about the subject in humor if you are a good listener. So always be a good listener. Speak up when you have something to say. If you have some points to say, then only try to speak up. If you don't have any topic, or if you don't have any views or ideas or points to say, then always try to not speak. If you have something to say, then always try to speak in the discussion process. Keep an open mind. See, what does keep an open mind means that there are possibility that you may be incorrect while participating in the discussion or keeping some points in that. So be prepared with research and correct the mistake if any, if you make some mistakes in the discussion process. This is what open mind here means. Next comes, do not be carried away by emotions. See, problems cannot be solved through anger. So always try to have a command over your emotions and say your views and thoughts through words, not through the expression. So this is what do not be carried away by emotion means. So these were the guidelines while participating in the group discussion. So today we have completed the another element of soft skill, that is GD, or you can say group discussion. In the next lecture, we will see the another element of the soft skill. Till then, thank you.